Hey.
Good to see you.
Same here. That's what I was saying. I haven't seen you all in so long.
Oh yeah, it's been a bit.
It's been a while.
Yes, and a lot of crazy things are going on. Thank you so very much for this opportunity to speak my truth. There's a lot going on, and if it's happening to me, it's happening to other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Were you at the YWCA meeting?
I sure was. I was the one that started the problem.
Oh my God. So you got to give me you tell me about it and let's go from there.
I will. And I also spoke with someone after the meeting, the young developer up front, because I wanted to apologize. I got up because I thought the lady was trying to hide the truth and she was being disrespectful. And I'm not a fan of Cindy, but the fact that she is the councilwoman, she deserves a certain level of respect. And the lady was trying to talk over her, not let her speak. And the stuff she was saying, none of us had heard before. And unfortunately, Cindy played the race card pretty much. That's what she did, because she told the stuff that we didn't know about that was happening to this Black developer that was sort of helping to keep him down. But she waited for that meeting to say something. And if this is truly your sentiment, then what have you been doing since 2012? You know, and if you really feel this way, then how come we have so few minority developers in the Germantown or 8th District Ward or whatever you want to call it? So afterwards, I realized that was her playing the race card. And the lady who was so quick to try to keep her quiet, she didn't realize that the room was filled with stakeholders, business owners, and contractors that were minority and Black. So when Cindy said what she said, even though it was like, okay, that's after you let the horse out of the gate, it still hit a nerve for everybody. So for her to try to keep Cindy quiet, then that's why I was like, listen, I want to hear what she has to say. Everybody has to say. And when she kept trying to talk over her, I was like, you're being disrespectful. And the next minute, you know, everybody was up on their feet and, you know, disagreeing, and it was, you know, not cool. So I reached out to apologize to several people, because I thought to myself, oh my God, if something had happened that night, I was still the catalyst. And I don't like that. Like I believe in standing up, but I don't want to be the person that gets people so riled up that they end up getting into an argument. And it was getting ready to come to blows. It was really, someone has a tape on it because they had someone in the back room videoing. So you can catch that, find that, and you'll see I'm not exaggerating. And I felt bad about that. I wanted her to be heard. I didn't want people to get up and start fighting.
Yeah.
You know,
Who was talking over Cindy?
The lady in the pink shirt that was, I guess, going to the one that was speaking before her. Okay. You know, they're going to have another meeting. And I spoke to one of the members, because and she had said, we're only 8 weeks old. Well, you're 8 weeks old. You just got here. Cindy's been here for 8 years. You call a meeting and try to keep her out of it. That to me says you're hiding something or trying to manipulate something. Right. Cindy doing what she did, like I said, you've been in office since 2012. And now you say something this profound. And if this was really your sentiments, we would see it in our community, you know, because she does have the power to control this. So for us not seeing it, you know, and after talking to the young developer, he was like, that's not really her. She did that for a reason. And he sort of broke it down. And being that I'm smart enough to understand basic stuff, I was like, you know what? She played the race card. And he said, that's exactly what she did, you know, because the rest of us have never gotten that type of support or anything from her. But I think that the way he explained it to me is she's mad that they're trying to do something without her input. And it's like, you can't do anything pertaining to that, whether it's get another developer or anything else, if you're not coming through me.
Isn't that how she created the environment for that?
Yes, but that's how all those politicians do it. That's why they're trying to take away councilmatic.
They want to do something that right. Is because they're trying to do something.
That's why they're trying to take away councilmatic prerogative, because you have city council people feeling like they're the king or the queen, and if you want to do something, you have to come through me, no matter what. You know,
see, people in Germantown didn't buy her.
Yeah, well, half of them do.
People who really bought her now are saying, we're done with you. We're going to go ahead and move forward with something else. And she's like, well, you know, my hands are kind of tied. But if she had been really involved in this like she should have, and not a buyout,
Yeah,
she would have to come and play the race card.
right, exactly.
But the race card is to try to keep her to be another candidate. But see, black folks should not even be playing the race card anymore with that. This is not race politics. This is about really building up Germantown and giving people a fair exchange.
Equity.
In politics,
yeah.
Equity.
If you can work for it, you can have it, not favor nepotism, you know.
And that's a play out because people are fed up with that.
Most definitely, you know. Ken Weinstein was in the room, and I heard he got up and left the minute they started the commotion.
He's a player in it.
Most definitely. I saw his group of people that are always advocating for him. He's the one
buying all the stuff. I remember 10 years ago when he wasn't even a big player. He was just part of Chestnut Hill Business Association.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he started, his wife, like you said, was downtown and they was doing their little shenanigans, talking to people, having nice big dinners and making plans. And he got all the stuff off the plate.
His connections, you know, and I don't knock.
And he used Cindy Bass. They used her, and now they're saying kicking her to the curb, and he's quiet.
Yeah. That, you know what? And I don't know if use is the word that I want to use.
It's politics, it's usury.
Interview when you're being taped, but I definitely understand what you're saying because we don't know if he used her, if he paid her, and he no longer needs to pay her because he's where he wants to be. You know, you never know.
Yeah, he used her. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people
his money backed her. His wife said his money backed her.
I did hear that, but I didn't hear it from his lips. Unfortunately,
you're not going to hear
a lot of these Black political politicians are okay with doing certain things and not realizing that now once the process is over, they're no longer needed.